Hey everyone, Austin back again with part 2 of my PC Quake Let's Play series. So, in our last episode, as you can see, we actually ran through the first episode in the game. For the uninitiated, there are 4 episodes total. Let's run back down here, collect Nightmare Mode, just to make sure it's on. I don't think it usually ever resets, especially mid-save file, but just in case. And yeah, we're going to play episode 2 today, so let's just jump right into it. So, for those of you guys that are new to this channel, you might just be stumbling upon this video. This is not a speedrun of any kind. However, I did play Quake a lot back in the day. It was one of my most played games of the late 90s and late 90s primarily, before I moved on to Quake 3 in about, I don't know, 2000 or so. But I do still know where the secrets are. I still kind of know how to play the game. And so I'm going to try to show you guys at least most of the secrets if I can find them. And we might skip a few, and I'm going to try to show you some strategies if you're trying to play this sort of casually, and, you know, say you're having difficulty with the game and completing it and whatnot. Some of the tricks I can show you later on should help you. So coming up here actually does provide a secret. It's a little cumbersome to get up here. It's a little weird with how the physics work, but you can also jump down here to reveal another secret. Not much, just a shotgun and some health. But if you are low on health, doesn't hurt. There's also some other stuff over here you can pick up. And funny enough, in multiplayer, which we're not playing multiplayer, if you come over here and hit this, it actually teleports you above. So if you happen to play some multiplayer sometime, that's something to note. Here's some red armor. Very good stuff. Very good stuff in this game. Red armor is really good in this game. There's some other cubbies over there you can go to if you want, but we don't need to. That's just blue armor. We already have the red armor. We're going to need to flip a switch, I believe, sometime to open this. Now, there's actually something really funny here that you can do. And this is actually kind of a speedrun technique. And let me kill these guys first so I can show you. Now, for those of you guys that have already seen my first part, I apologize for the delay on getting this part 2 out. I actually came under the weather. I got sick earlier this week, and so I was originally going to record this part probably about a week ago, but it didn't happen because I got sick. So over here, that's actually the exit, and normally you have to go through the whole level to get there, but what's funny is if you jump just right, you could just jump straight over, come down here, and get to the exit just like that. But we're not going to count that as a level completion. We're going to go ahead and just reload, which is why I saved. So I wanted to show you that. It's there's a lot of tiny little shortcuts like that in Quake, which just, it makes Quake really interesting to me. Like, I don't know, it's just awesome to me, how you can go through the game almost however you want in certain cases. Like, you don't have to find the secrets, you don't even have to go the normal way if you're really good at the game, you know? So it's the kind of, like, level skipping that just requires a good bit of skill, and I like that. So there's gonna be some enemies up here. You gotta watch out for the laser dudes. They take a lot more hits and they do more damage than your typical, like, zombie soldiers or whatever they're called. I don't remember what they're called in this game. But coming down here, there's always gonna be enemies in Quake. So I could be like, oh, there's gonna be some more enemies here and here and here. Oh wait, it's Quake. There's enemies everywhere. There's gonna be a secret right here. But what I'm gonna do is actually save that. And you guys will see why in just a few moments. So I'm going to take out some of these guys first. Might as well grab those shells. I don't need them. Okay. So we can jump in here, and it gets yellow armor, which we actually don't need right now because we've got red armor. But what we can do is come in here and grab the quad damage now. Wait for this elevator. Oh crap, never mind. I screwed that up big time. I'm a dumbass. We need the key first. What a waste. Alright, so the point was to have the key, go through that door, and just blow through all the enemies with quad damage, but I just completely screwed up that situation. So, Yeah, I think one of the keys... Yeah, this is the key. God, that's the key I needed. Alright, so there's a secret down here as well. If you shoot this... I'm not... In multiplayer, it takes you to invincibility. I think it takes you to invincibility here as well. You can also shoot this, which actually opens up a wall back here. And that's our invincibility right there, the pentagram. And a grenade launcher. You know, it's actually been a while since I played this level straight through. The last time I played this stage, I used the shortcut right here. I played it on stream on Twitch a few weeks back. And some of this level is just sort of like coming back to me, because I haven't played the level in full in a long time. I typically use the level skip just because it's kind of flashy, you know? Like, if I play this on Twitch or something like that, people will be like, what the hell just happened there? You know, it's just pretty funny. So we didn't really need to use that invincibility, but it is there. So again, the point of grabbing that quad damage was for right here. You can just, you know, blow right through all these enemies right here really quickly with quad damage. It just makes life a lot easier. Now this is the exit, actually. You know, the exit I skipped to already. So that's exactly where it would have taken you. You gotta watch out for these lasers shooting out from the back. And that's it. We're done. Officially this time. So right here, I'm gonna sort of like bait these knights up. And the reason I wanted to do that is because the second you hit one of these switches, a fiend will appear and he'll jump across the chasm. And he'll come straight after you. But something else you can do is you can look over the edge here. There's another fiend down here. What I recommend, again, this isn't like high level play or anything. This is something like to act as like a walkthrough for the casual person that's maybe never completed this game before. You can take out your shotgun and just shoot the fiend from a distance. So now that we've taken that fiend out, we can go ahead and switch back to our nail gun, try to take this fiend out really quickly. I say really quickly because... Damn, I got hit twice? I say really quickly because these guys dish out the damage like crazy, the fiends. And if you want, you can take out the ogre from a distance just like that. Now, you've got a couple different choices here. Again, it's Quake. You've got choices. You can either jump down and take the bottom way, which I'm not going to do right now. I'm going to take the regular way first. Or you can take, well, the regular way, just like I said. There's going to be some spikes flying out here, so you can jump over that. It's a little tricky. Or you can just take the damage. The spikes don't do that much damage if you only get hit by one or two. It's if you get hit by a lot of them that they will chip away at your health really quickly. So it's probably wise to take enemies like this out. If you see enemies like this, take them out. Because you're going to have to eventually go up there anyway. Using the grenade launcher is a great way to do that. See, they're gone. There's also enemies in the bottom, but I'm not going to worry about that. We're gonna go this way first. This wall is going to come down the second I come here. Chainsaw dude. I don't know why I said that. Technically, it's an ogre. So the ogres throw grenades, and they have a chainsaw on another hand. So they do a lot of damage up close. They do a lot of damage far away. And is this wall going to come back down again? I don't think it is. So he didn't come out, so he's stuck in there. So I don't think it's possible to get 100% kills now, because that wall's not going to come back down. Which is really interesting. I don't think I've ever witnessed that before. The ogres always come out for me. There's also another fiend down here. I recommend probably taking him out from a distance, because you're going to eventually have to go that way. And here's going to be some quad damage, and we're going to use it. Just try to kill everything you can as quickly as possible. And there's going to be a shambler down here, and this is why you want the quad damage. Hit this switch up there, grab the key. Try to kill all these guys too while you're at it. Take advantage of that quad damage. Just like that. That's pretty much all the guys. Oh, no, there's another one. Got him. We actually pretty much cleared out the entire area, which is really good. So this is a secret here. You can jump out that window and wrap your way around here, sort of Marvel Madness style, on these, you know, tiny little platforms. And this will just spit you out right back here, which is nice. So now that we've got the gold key, we can actually try to exit. But what I actually want to do is, if I want to show you guys the secrets and stuff... Well, first I'm going to come up here and kill these guys. Or let them kill me, because I'm not really dodging anything at all. Let me actually take care of all this stuff, too. This is the exit. And on Nightmare mode, there's actually gaps between the platforms. So you actually have to make jumps. On easier difficulty modes, it's actually a full platform you just run across. So I'm going to take this ogre. Oops, shoot, that's bad. That's really bad, actually. Because there's a fiend. I wanted to actually take the fiend out from the top. That was going to be one of the things I was going to show you. Because if you fall down, you've got to fight the fiends in close-quartered combat. And that's never good in this game. But if you want to try to take the ogre out from a distance, you can. Probably not a good idea, because there's still some zombies here. So you kind of want to take out the zombies first. And then take the ogre out from a distance. Normally I play this a hell of a lot faster. I just jump up and use grenades on all the enemies. The zombies, they do throw sort of like flesh at you. But yeah, the reason I came here is because I wanted to show you some secrets. There's a couple of secrets down here. There are going to be some zombies, so you want to bust out your grenade launcher. This platform comes down here, and it just sort of like takes you back up. But there's another one that takes you up, and it gives you a mega health at the same time. Which is going to be right over here. And this is actually the better one to take, because it puts us near our, Hey, wait, what? No, wrong secret. Alright, we gotta go back. It's this one in the beginning that I think gives you the mega health. So let's come back down here. There it is. And then we can come back up here. Quake, the dyslexic way. Where Austin can't remember shit. It's all good, though. Oh, really? The zombies are still there. I totally forgot about that. Unfortunately, I have no rocket launcher, so I can't take them out from a distance. I have to be... I mean, I can, it's just... It's a lot harder, you know. Whoa! Kind of like do this number right here. It's not going to reach. Oh, it did. Okay. Alright, so 2 levels down. And this is where things start getting tricky on episode 2. This is where things start becoming challenging. Now, there was a Hell Knight. Is it Hell Knight? I don't even know what they're called in this game. It's not Hell Knight. It's like something Knight. These guys are tricky to deal with. They're like the regular knights that kind of act as like the Pinky Demons from Doom, except now they have projectiles and they dish out a lot more damage. So you gotta watch out for the projectiles, and it's like a spread shot too. It's not like Doom where it's just like a single dedicated direct projectile. It spreads out. It's a lot easier to hit you, so you have to be really careful with these guys. Now this level has a few good tricks I want to show you for people that are having problems beating this game, especially on Nightmare mode. I mean, there's beating this game, but then there's beating it on Nightmare mode, and Nightmare mode is really the ideal way to play it, because it's just more enemies for the most part. Enemies might do a teensy tiny bit more damage as well, but for the most part, I think it's really just the amount of enemies. That's really the only difference. And but there's definitely more enemies, and because of there being more enemies, it could be harder to get through certain situations in the game. For instance, this next situation here is going to have a lot of ogres just tossing grenades down from the top, from pretty much all sides. So what I like to do... Where are you, ogre? Which side are you on? It's over here. Let me kill these zombies first. I forgot this wall opens up and reveals some zombies. In multiplayer, there's actually some power-ups in here. So it's really interesting how they took existing map functions but like changed them to actually make them useful in multiplayer, which is neat. So up here, you've got ogres. There's one up here. You can just sit down from the bottom, literally, and just shoot with your shotgun. And he's dead. So we're going to come back over here and do the same for this guy. But I'm going to switch to my nail gun instead. Oh, there's a knight up there too. He's shooting at me. That's not good. I somehow triggered the knight. Normally the knight's not up there firing at me. But I think we still got the ogre anyway. So that'll help you a lot. Yeah, look at him. How did he trigger? He never triggers like that. But just like the ogre, you can take the long way out if you want. But now you have to actually dodge. There, he's dead. There's also some guys right here. There's an ogre we can try to trigger. You can kind of see him poking off to the side. Let's see. So there's some ways to sort of like pick off enemies in this game. What I want to do now is actually come down here into the water because there's some power-ups we can get. And there's some armor and so forth. And I'm trying to stay underwater as long as I can because there's enemies up there, and I don't want to trigger the enemies. So we got some armor here. Let's actually come back down. There might be some health too, but we can also kill some of these enemies. Now this part is actually a little tricky if you haven't killed the ogres up top because they're tossing grenades down at you the entire time, which is another reason why it's good to actually take out the ogres. So we pretty much got everything we could down there, and that little elevator takes us back up here. So, but now we've got 100% health, 200 armor, and I think there's probably some more shells down here. No, there's not. But this does open up, and we get some more nails, which is good. Nails are great in this game. Holy crap, where did you come from? I must have triggered him by accident by going through that water area, because he's not supposed to appear there yet. Or he's not supposed to come all the way around anyway. He's supposed to be like over here somewhere. So you flip that switch and it brings this across. And this is a tricky section as well. Even trickier if you decide to take some grenades to the face like me. Apparently I've been really good at that today. There's also another knight or ogre here you can trigger, just like this. And if he comes through, I think he actually gets snapped in half. Let's see. Come on, dude. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. So we'll just... I can play this game too. Except I can play it better because I can angle my shots. Alright, so I want the grenade launcher out right now, actually, for this part. And I like to drop some grenades here to try to take these guys out really fast. Because the problem is, it's hard to get back out without getting snipped. And, so I toss some grenades out preemptively, basically. And there's a secret here. This is where our secret level is. And I'll go ahead and attempt to play out the secret level. I haven't played that secret level in quite some time, so it's probably not the wisest idea. But just in case, I'll try to use like save states so we can get through it and I can show you what the secret level's like. So shooting these zombies opens up a wall right here. And we can come over and get some ammunition. Or, I thought there was going to be ammunition. I thought there was like some rockets or something. Alright, never mind. Now this is going to reveal a shambler. So get behind a wall and just move back and forth. Guess we'll use the nail gun then. And there's going to be some more knights and ogres down here. Alright, so this is probably the trickiest part in this level. So one by one you need to go through these spikes. If you look closely... Whoa! Crap. Ogre. Now there is actually a trick here I want to show you. See, we've actually triggered some enemies already. And if you sit here, the spikes are going to constantly come out. However, the spikes hit the enemies as they come through. Including the Shambler. Okay, that's not working out quite how I expected. Yeah, it's not working out at all like I expected. Oh, crap. Oh man, that's never happened before. Oh, I'm kind of scared to go up now. Only in a Let's Play, I tell you. Only in a Let's Play. Holy shit. Shamblers are actually kind of scary when you have no health. Because then you could die really, really quickly. And I'm completely out of ammo. Oh man, that's never happened to me before. It's actually happened to me on the N64 version of the game, but it's never happened to me on the PC version. Yeah, I really have no idea what to do now. I've got an axe and that's it. No ammo. I don't think there are any secrets I'm missing. We can't access our secret level yet because we haven't flipped the switch for it, unfortunately. The spikes are supposed to kill the Shambler. Because the Shambler's so big, he can't avoid any of the spikes, basically. So this is the beginning of the stage. Maybe there's some ammo down here. I highly doubt it, just in case. It's not looking like it. Yeah, this is kind of a bummer. And like I said, this has never happened to me before. This is crazy. Like, hey, I've got an axe. Oh, I've got grenades. Okay, never mind. I'm good. Probably should have tried actually switching into that first. There, he's dead. God, that was so weird, man. I wonder if it's a quirk of using the Dark Places source port. Because whenever I played PC Quake in the software mode, just, you know, standard PC Quake basically, not a source port, never had a problem with this. You can literally just sit here and the spikes would just take out all the enemies for you. The better strategy in reality is using quad damage, and there's actually quad damage here you can get. First, we're going to jump over here, get some more rockets, and jump back. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save it here just in case. You can jump over here, which reveals quad damage, but our secret exit switch, I believe, is also over here. No, it's not our secret exit switch, but there's a secret over here I wanted to show you. So if we come down here, invincibility. And the dope fish. The dope fish was sort of like this inside joke in the computer gaming industry back in the day. And so id Software stuck it here in Quake. So this is back to our exit. I don't think we can get back the normal way. Yeah, we can't. So that's that. I wanted to show you the dope fish, but since I saved it right there, I'm going to go ahead and just reload. And reload again, because I suck today, apparently. I've been playing too much Xbox One Doom, man. I think that's what's happening. So now we got quad damage, we can come back this way. And take out all these guys. Or die horribly in the process. So this switch up here is actually what we need to flip for, to get our secret exit. This is our regular exit right here, but we're not going to take that. I'm sure you guys want to see me suck horribly at the secret exit, or the secret level. So we hit that, come in here, grab some mega health, flip that switch right there, and a little bit of text said the underwater barrier has come down. So we're going to come back this way, save it in case I fall again. It's very easy to fall off this, because like, look at how small the platform is. It doesn't even look like I'm standing on top of it. But these old 3D engines worked in a way to where like you could have literally like a pixel of wall and your character would be able to stand on top of it. And I like that. It's I don't think it's something you really see much in games today, 3D games today. But back in the day, it's with games like Quake. Yeah, there's a couple secrets in this game. There's going to be one on episode 3, I think, where we kind of like run up a set of stairs on a wall, and it doesn't even look like stairs are there at all. So all right. Oh yeah, you can't get back up if you fall down. I forgot. Not a big deal. Okay. Dude. Wow, that was not expected. Alright, so I want to take out these guys first up here if I can. Like that ogre that was shooting at me. And a fiend. One of the things about the knights is that they're pretty fast, so if you're going to use grenades or rockets or something like that, you kind of need to be far away. If you're up close, you're liable to take a lot more blast damage than you are damage from them. Alright, so this level has a little secret where there's some secret that opens if you hit all these switches, not really switches, but these walls with this emblem. I don't remember exactly what it does, but it's an interesting little secret. Now there is some quad damage that's going to appear here, and I'm going to save that. And it actually appears by this little switch right here. You can see there's like this black shadow. And it opens that. We're going to save that for this room. I don't think we need it for right here. So flipping this switch... Oh, he didn't get crushed, man. What the hell? This game is just not working like it's supposed to. He's supposed to get crushed. Or chopped in half, or whatever. By that. So this wall is going to come down here and probably reveal knights. No, 2 fiends, even better. But that's what they made grenades for. And I don't know if there's... Yeah, there's not. In multiplayer, I'm pretty sure there's like a biosuit down there, or maybe even like mega health or something. I don't know. Alright, so there's going to be a couple things you could do here as well. There's going to be enemies up top. You could just use the old shotgun trick from earlier. Or if you're good, toss some grenades up. And the big reason you want to do that is because there's going to be these spikes here. You kind of want to clear out this room first, if possible. Quad damage probably would have been useful here, because then I could have just blazed right through this whole section, but... Alright, so we got the key. So let's grab that quad damage now. Alright, so we're gonna actually come back before we handle that section again, but I wanted to just kill as many enemies as I could with that quad damage. And there's another secret down here. So if you come down here, there's red armor. And now we can come back, have a better chance of actually surviving this section. So we need to hit all these switches. And then this opens up, reveals some ogres. And this section is a little tricky as well, because each of these cubbies on the sides reveals an enemy. Of course, there's another fiend. And there's actually a secret right here. Actually, I think this is the one that opens up only when you hit all the switches in the walls. That's it. Oh man, what am I doing? I've been playing way too much Doom on Xbox One. Like... Just like right before I did my first Let's Play for episode 1 on Quake, I was playing way too much classic Doom on PC, and so like I'm like fiddling with the keys or fumbling with the keys, trying to like switch my weapons and so forth, and The game just wasn't having it. So yeah, if you hit all the emblems on the walls, this door opens up right here. Just to reveal kind of like an Easter egg. It's not really like an item or anything important as far as I recall. But it's like kind of like an older, distorted Quake logo, which I don't know if it was like a prototype Quake logo or something like that. It's pretty neat. Was it a Quake logo? It's something that resembled a Quake logo, if I remember correctly. So that's cool. We got through that bonus stage. Not too much trouble. We did die in the beginning, but yeah. There's going to be a zombie up here. I want to take out these ogres. There's going to be some quad damage we're going to pick up in just a moment. So we can make our way down here. It's kind of hard to tell where it is sometimes. Come on. I think Dark Places has an issue. Like, I'm actually stuck. You're not supposed to get stuck. That never happened in the original Quake. I think there's definitely an issue with the Dark Places engine. Like, look at that. That was like a perfectly flat surface, yet I was getting stuck on it. And original PC Quake, you literally just look down, and you just automatically come down here. So there's definitely some issues with the source port, which can make life a little cumbersome. A little annoying. So that wasn't like phenomenal use of the quad damage. But we did, you know, the purpose of quad damage for me is to just take out a lot of enemies quickly and easily. There's basically two fiends that appear right here once you grab the rocket launcher. And there's going to be some knights. So now that we've got the rocket launcher, we can start doing, you know, aiming at their feet, taking advantage of that blast damage. And that's a huge, huge factor. A very important factor in the original Quake. Just taking advantage of that blast damage. So there's an ogre up top here. Definitely want to take him out first, if you can. And I thought there was going to be a scrag up top, but... Oh, that's right, we're in this room first. Okay, never mind. Got confused by what room we were going to. So there's an ogre right down here. You can just toss some grenades on top of him. And there's also going to be, well, aside from another knight, there's going to be some more fiends down here as well. Like right here. This requires a key, which we have. I seriously wasn't paying attention to the keys. That's right, we picked it up in that swampy area. Okay. So this is a secret down here, mega health. And more rockets. Rocket launcher, officially the best weapon in the game. It's just so good in this game. So accurate. It's powerful. It's satisfying. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just skip this thing completely. And I want to come down here because there's going to be some quad damage. We got a biosuit. Now that we've got this quad damage, we need to come up here and take advantage of it. This is going to be Shambler. which is revealed by flipping this switch. So we can take the Shambler out very quickly, then that's always a good thing. And then that's pretty much it. There is a secret down here, which ideally you'd access when you had the biosuit, which my biosuit wore off. But fortunately, there's going to be another quad damage coming up here, and I'll show you where in just a moment. And again, we also want to take advantage of that to make this next part a lot easier, too. So when you come here, the second you, like, step on this platform, you can kind of hear another wall lowering. And it reveals this switch. So if we hit this switch right here, it reveals a zombie. A lone zombie. Mega health and nails. So we're going to save the quad damage. You know what? Screw it. We'll just use it right now. Good. That was actually good quad damage usage. We took out a lot of the fiends. The fiends are the real threat on this part. I mean, the ogres are always tough, but if you get the rocket launcher, you can just kill the ogres in 2 shots. Whereas the fiends take a couple more. So yeah, that's that. You really wanted to use the quad damage for the Shambler. And then this part down here at the bottom. So now that worked out pretty well. Alright, this is another pretty tough stage. You can get caught off guard really quickly on this level. There's also a fiend up there you can trigger like that just by shooting behind him. There's also some secrets down here. Not really secrets, so to say, but there's, you know, ammunition and whatnot. And we're going to actually skip that ammo. We're just going to go ahead and grab those nails and work our way back up. Huh, that was weird. There's a lot of enemies over here that you can sort of just pick off from a distance. Like this ogre over here. And yep, there's another one up there. So usually flipping this switch reveals more enemies. I don't know if they're going to actually appear. I don't think they are. Doesn't look like they are. Okay, so I've got 2 weapons bound. I've got, on the Q key is the super nail gun. On the E key is my rocket launcher. So I need to remember that. I haven't been binding keys when I play this game, just those 2. And so I completely forgot what I had bound to those keys when I first started playing. And I usually don't bind the shotgun because it's just right above the E key. So if I want like the shotgun or super shotgun, it's just all there right around my fingers. I use the WSAD key setup for movement and spacebar for jumping. Pretty typical of first-person shooters. Not so typical back in the day. Back when Quake came out, everybody had their own little customized setups. A lot of people used an arrow key setup in combination with like... I used, back in the day, arrow keys with enter as my jump function. But once Quake 3 Arena became a thing and became a little more popular, I think I eventually switched to WSAD through Quake 3 Arena. Or maybe it wasn't until like Unreal Tournament 2K4 that I started using WSAD. I don't remember. Alright, so I'm gonna play it a little bit safe here. I'm gonna go back, get some health. Because I am just taking an abnormal amount of damage in this Let's Play. I'm not playing very well, to be honest with you. But there we go, we got our full health again. We can go back to where we were. The reason I wanted to do that is because of this guy right here. And I really might as well take advantage of these rockets because I have so many of them. A lot of times I'll use the shotgun a lot because, you know, it helps me conserve other ammunition. But I don't really need to be conserving other ammo right now. You know, the nails, yes, the nails are... The nail gun is the best. Holy crap, dude. You guys are just really catching me off guard today. I am not paying attention. But that's one of the things about Quake. If you let your guard down, then you can get screwed really, really quickly. So there's a fiend down here. You don't want to use a rocket directly from top. If you use a rocket, you want to jump because you're actually so close to the ground that you'll actually take blast damage if you try to hit the fiend directly on. And I think there might be one more fiend down here as well. Yeah. And we got the lightning gun, finally. But we're going to switch off, because if you use the lightning gun in water, or any kind of liquid, you pretty much kill yourself instantly. Alright, so we hit that switch, and we're going to have to jump over here. Gotta watch out for the shambler up here. Alright, so we're going to save here just in case, but this part is definitely a little bit tricky. You're pretty much forced underwater, and by the time you get to the end of this, you're taking damage for, you know, running out of breath, basically. But there is a little bit of a side exit here you can take, which might help you a little bit. Never mind, they were supposed to be. I heard the door opening, but for some odd reason, like, it's right here. See, this side door. Like, I don't know why it didn't open. That was weird. Really weird. If anybody knows why, if there's any experienced Quake players out there watching, let me know. I'm curious. Because again, there's a lot of weird things that have been happening in dark places that have never happened to me before, and it's just kind of weird that they're all happening to me at once as I do this playthrough. It's really odd. Like, I've never had that side door not open. So I don't know if maybe I just didn't, like, flip a virtual switch or something, or... Another quad damage. There we go. I'm going to use that over here. Oh, we can go ahead and switch over to our lightning gun now. That's that. Alright, so we're actually on the final stage for this episode. This is a pretty long level, actually. I feel like I'm about to die, man. I actually just woke up about an hour ago. Before doing this Let's Play, I took a shower and, you know, ate a little bit of breakfast cereal and whatever. And, I've still got this cough lingering, and, like, the sniffles. I've been trying not to sniffle or cough this entire playthrough, and I think it's starting to catch up with me. But I really, really wanted to get this Let's Play out, because, it's been a week since I did my last upload. Maybe a little bit more since I last uploaded my first episode of this playthrough. So I don't want to go more than like a week without putting up an upload for you guys if possible, so I kind of forced myself to do this playthrough today. And I think it's starting to catch up with me now. I want to cough really badly, but I'm trying to hold it in. Getting sick sucks, guys. Don't get sick. Not that you can really control it all that much. It seems like no matter how much you try to control getting sick, you just inevitably get sick anyway. It's almost like a fruitless effort. I try to keep like my hands sanitized all the time. You know, I wash my hands after every meal, and if I'm going out and playing pinball, I'm washing my hands like every hour, because you know you're sharing contact with like 40 other people. You know, I try to wash my hands before I put my hands on food or anything like that, but you still get sick. It's like it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna come down here first. I think there's a little bit of ammo. What we actually need to do is flip that switch up top, run down, and then run up the stairs where the ogre was. So let's do that. So yeah, my little sickness is still here, still lingering. I think it might be a combination of just having been sick, as well as, you know, it being allergy season. I think all the pollen and stuff for us has been kind of delayed this spring, because we've gotten so much rain that all the plants and flowers haven't had time to, they haven't had the ability to pollinate and whatever, because it's just been, we literally had like 2 weeks straight of rain, and that never really happens in Northern Virginia. I think we actually had like record-breaking rain for this area. It's something stupid like it's like the most consecutive days of rain back to back since like 18 something, like the 1800s. It's really, really bad. We haven't got a ton of rain. I think that might be a problem too. It's like now all the pollen's starting to finally come out. Because to be honest with you, this April, late April and early May is when my allergies hit the worst typically. But I didn't really have too many problems this year, so I'm wondering if that's kind of what's happening too. And then I just happen to get sick on top of that. So, one thing I like to do is take out some of these guys from a distance. You can kind of see I killed that shambler. There's an ogre up there, and there's also some more enemies, but it's kind of hard to see them, and it's kind of hard to trigger them. I don't really see them. There are going to be some zombies down here, so... Alright, so there's going to be some ogres, not ogres, well, there's probably going to be some ogres too, but there's going to be some fiends over here. And you can sort of trigger manually by just causing some blast damage to happen right near them. Likewise, there's some ogres here too. I think it's good to try to take these guys out from a safe distance. Like, instead of like opening up this wall, just take these guys out from a distance. It makes this part so much easier. Likewise, you can take this fiend out from a distance as well. And I don't think that's an ogre up there, but we'll go ahead and try to shoot. Yeah, that's where the shambler was. Whoa there, Hoss. There's going to be a knight up here. So, Quake's got a lot of situations where you've got, like, vertical hallways that you have to traverse upwards on in an enemy at the top. You know, so it's like, take the enemy out first and then go up. Otherwise, you're just going to be taking tons of damage. Whoa! Double whoa. Let's just come back down here and just take him out from a distance. Same with the fiend. The fiends don't have a tendency of dropping down unless you're on their same level and they start to lunge at you. Oh, come on, fiend. Don't be like that. There we go. We got him. So yeah, this is the last level of the episode, and therefore it's the toughest level of the episode. It's the longest as well. It is definitely the most dangerous. So, it's definitely recommended you take things easy. You take things smart. Unless you just want to, like, you know, quick save your way to success, like this. You know, quick save, like, every 5 feet. When I play Quake, I typically don't quick save at all. I try to go through each level in one swoop. That's just how I like to do it in Quake. But for the sake of this Let's Play, you guys don't want to see me trying to play the same level 5 times again. But episode 4, we will be using the quick save function a lot because it's just an extremely difficult episode. Alright, so one thing I'm going to do here is wait for this elevator to come down and try to kill some of these guys up here. Oh, that was close. Alright, so this is actually a secret down here, which gives us invincibility. So if you're gonna get invincibility, just pummel everybody with rockets, because you don't take any damage when you're invincible. Alright, so this was actually a pretty good little tower area for me. Normally this place is really tough. And if I die, I typically die there. As you can see, it's just, you know, if you ever have to go vertically in Quake, it usually means it's going to be relatively challenging. Oh, fuck. Like this part right here. Die, 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 die. Probably should have killed that zombie first. I didn't think both shamblers were going to appear out of nowhere right there at the same time. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Like... And we're gonna save just in case. We're not going through that whole level again. I don't think I really quick saved at all. Or I might have. I might have quick saved. No, I did. I quick saved at least halfway through. But I was pretty sure the shamblers, like one shambler was supposed to drop like halfway through or something like that. There weren't supposed to be two shamblers at once. I am pretty damn sure there weren't supposed to be two shamblers at once. Yeah, that really threw me off guard, man. Like, it's a good thing I had as much health as I did. Alright, so there's going to be a couple of Vors here, and this is where the Vors are introduced. And it's like the little spider-esque guys. They shoot these homing missiles at you. They're kind of like the homing missiles from the Revenants in Doom. However, the homing property is much smarter in this than it is in Doom. It'll actually literally wrap like 90 degrees around corners. So the second you hear it winding up, you need to move out of the way. You need to get behind a wall. It's easily the most threatening enemy in the game. I mean, the Shambler is really threatening up close, but the Vor is... If you're in its line of sight, you're going to get hit no matter what. Even from a long range. Like, the Shambler can only hit you if you're, like, short to medium range distance from him. If you're long range from the Shambler, he can't. His lightning bolt doesn't go all the way across the screen. So, there we go, guys. That is episode 2 of Quake. The rune of black magic throbs evilly in your hand and whispers dark thoughts into your brain. You learn the inmost lore of the Hell Mother Shub-Niggurath. You now know that she is behind all the terrible plotting which has led to so much death and horror. God, I can barely read because my eyesight sucks. It's full screen for you guys, but for me it's actually in a really small screen on my monitor. Because OBS won't pick up a full screen app for me. Yeah. But she is not inviolate. Armed with this rune, you realize that once all 4 runes are combined, the gate to Shub-Niggurath's pit will open, and you could face the witch goddess herself in her frightful otherworld cathedral. The funny thing about Shub-Niggurath is it's actually kind of like one of the weakest looking enemies in the game. I mean, it's a big creature, but it doesn't do anything. So, you know, they prep this potential boss fight later on in the game as if it's going to be some like great grand battle, but it's not. It's just you fight a bunch of regular enemies, and you guys will see what I mean when we get to the end. What I'll do is once I beat episode 4, I'll probably end up going and doing the final boss immediately afterwards. I'm kind of debated whether to cut episode 4 off from the rest, or if I'm gonna do like. I don't even... That doesn't make any sense. I've thought about cutting the final boss off from the rest. So doing like 4 episodes, 4 videos for each episode, and then 1 video for the final boss, and then maybe showing off like some other things you can screw around with, like rocket jumping into hidden little places and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, that's it. We beat episode 2. Obviously, we finished episode 1 last time. And so next time, we will be on to episode 3. So this video took a little bit longer than I wanted to. I died. I took my time. I messed up in a lot of places. You know, so this video is a little bit longer than the first one. Probably by at least 10 minutes. But, yeah, stay tuned for episode 3 and 4. I'll try to have those out soon for you guys. I'll probably end up recording episode 3 sometime this week after work. Pending, you know, how I feel. Definitely still clogged up in my sinuses, and yeah, I'm definitely feeling it right now. So let's go ahead and save. And we'll go ahead and save on every single one just in case. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for parts 3 and 4, potentially a 5, depending on how I want to mix this up or split it up. To anybody out there watching that is new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. I've got a lot of Let's Plays on this channel. I've got a lot of videos on Doom and Quake and so forth, if you're into those old classic first-person shooters, and there's going to be plenty more of those types of videos to come in the future, as well as plenty of the usual console-oriented classic retro gaming. But alright guys, take it easy. I'll see you soon.